up, y'all? It's one and only Brotherhood Healing, and I got this message on my heart. And like I said, when it's on my heart, sometimes I don't be pushing the shit out like I need to, but sometimes I feel as though it's necessary to say. So the message that I got is mainly for like those, like certain people who are like spiritual in a sense, and even if you don't consider yourself spiritual, but you're like more so like an omnious, a lot of times you will see yourself as a morally just person or immoral person, or you transcend the idea of morality, honestly. And the thing is, what I'm starting to notice about myself as I'm in this phase is that I'm slowly, I don't want to say I'm slowly like becoming the villain, but I'm really just starting to understand the ideas and such of a villain. And not to say it in a like evil way, but like I said, I understand. I feel like I'm getting to a place where I'm just not really giving a fuck about a lot of shit. Like the shit that people have going on or what they're wanting is, like I said, it used to be somewhat threatening, but now it's just not concerning. It's honestly, I've gotten to the point in the spiritual journey where it's just like I don't give a fuck about shit. I really don't. And it's not to say that I don't give a fuck in the aspect of like doing what I need to do. Like I'm making sure I wake up every morning, I'm eating right, doing the right shit. I care as far as I'm caring in the aspect of me. Like I said, I'm more so in the stage of the spiritual journey where it's just like I'm more so giving a fuck about myself, not nobody else. Like everybody else who is like, oh, I can't get this, I'm not doing this, just complaining about some shit, I really could give a fuck about them. Because honestly, the motherfuckers that are like, man, I need help with this because I can't do da. A lot of times those motherfuckers are just wanting to rant about the bullshit that they got going on, which ultimately they would cause on themselves. Honestly, they're not looking for answers. Like I said, I've always been the type of person, well, I used to be the type of person to give unsolicited advice until I realized that shit really will fuck you over. So I don't give no fucking unsolicited advice. Like if a motherfucker's gonna ask me for some help or ask me for some shit, I'ma give it to you. And I'ma ask you, do you want the real or do you want some bullshit answer? And if you want the real, then I'll say it. If not, then I'm gonna keep it how you want it. Yeah, like I said, I've definitely just grown in the aspect of not giving a fuck. Because honestly, one thing that I've noticed is a lot of people are just wanting somebody to vent to, or just wanting someone there. And sometimes you gotta realize like your time is way too precious to be just giving an ear. I think it's funny because in high school, I believe I was in the yearbook for like best shoulder to cry on for like senior year, or it was either best smile or shoulder to cry on. I think it was like both. Like I was nominated for both. And so, like I said, people a lot of times just want to cry, vent, complain to you. They don't want no real solutions. And I think that I used to have a stronger capacity back then, but as the older I get, the capacity for me wanting to listen to somebody who don't want to change their situation, it just grows tiring. And like I said, your energy is precious, so like I said, you gotta move away from all the bullshit when you can. Like only leave room for a motherfucker that's genuinely wanting help. Like, okay, how do I do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Okay, I can help you with that. But if you're not coming to me with no potential solutions, not telling me what it is that you're already doing to fix the situation that you're in, just don't fucking come to me. Like I said, that's how I see myself becoming in like the villain, in the aspect of I'm not giving a fuck about your humane shit. Like I'm not caring about your life. I'm caring about what you're doing to fix your life. Like that's what I'm caring about. Like all that other shit, I'm dead to. Because you just, at this point, you're just looking for someone to vent to. So, yeah, like I said, I'm really at this point now where it's like I'm trying to hold space, but sometimes it's getting tiring. And so, like I said, if you're feeling like you're in this space, like I said, just try it out. Like I said, this life is all about experimenting. So I'm going to experiment in this new, I don't want to say it's like an era, but this new fucking journey, I guess. But it's not really new. It's experience that I've had before. But like I said, I want to see how far this can go. What are the long-term effects of thinking with this type of mindset? What happens when you do think with this type of mindset? Is it beneficial to me or is it beneficial for others? You know what I mean? And not to sound like I'm selfish, but like I said, a lot of times you gotta be. Because the more you think about it, people are not going to help you unless they can see some type of benefit out of it. And if you're not doing what it takes to make yourself beneficial or make yourself an asset in some way, shape, or form, then motherfuckers aren't going to help you. You know when people are trying to help you, you know that's when you're an actual asset instead of a liability. Motherfuckers ain't trying to help somebody that needs the help. They're trying to help the motherfucker that already got it. Don't y'all notice that? That's why the rich get richer. Not to say that the rich are aren't already rich. They're just getting rich in the aspect of like help. They're rich in everyone wanting to help them. Like, oh, we should do this, or hey, I want to see if I can do this for free. And like I said, all I need is just you to shout me out and da. Or hey, I can help you do this. Like I said, all I need is just a shout out, man, or follow me back at least, or da. So people are always trying to help you out in the sense that they're seeking some type of compensation or validation. One of those two things. It's either compensation or validation. And a lot of times a celebrity already has that, so they can already give them the validation. Like, oh yeah, any motherfucker that trying to tell me some shit, fuck y'all, motherfucking Chief Keef told me I'm the realest nigga out here. I don't care nothing whatever y'all motherfuckers say. Like, you know what I'm saying? It becomes something like that, you know. Not to say it's a bad thing. Shit, talk your shit. I mean, but if you are needing the validation of another person instead of your own, that's where it becomes the problem. And that's what I think is the problem nowadays. Like, people are seeking validation from motherfuckers that are not qualified to give them validation. Like, you're trying to ask for validation of a motherfucker that ain't know you ever since you was in the womb. Like, nigga, get your shit together. You're asking everyone except yourself for validation. Like, no one has known you from like kindergarten all the way up to where you are now. Not entirely the way you do. You know yourself in that aspect. So you should be the one giving yourself that validation. Not some motherfucker that's just seen you. Like I say, because they're going to bullshit you. And that's like the thing with the AI, with artificial intelligence. People are going to this thing for validation to say, oh, was I right? Am I right? Am I right in this situation? Am I right? Am I wrong? Or no, a lot of times people don't ask if they're wrong. They'll ask if I'm right. And most of the time, these computer systems understand that humans are looking to be right. If humans were looking to be wrong, we would be farther ahead in society. But motherfuckers just want to be right all the goddamn time. So that's why these AI systems know that humans are more inclined to want to be right instead of wrong. So the AI will bullshit you an answer. It'll tell you, yes, you were right in the aspect of da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Then they'll say, then you'll ask, oh, what about in this other aspect of the conversation? Was I right in that aspect? And then you're just like, it's like, oh, yes, you were right in telling them, because they don't have the full idea and understand that humans are complex and they have emotions and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, it'll give you a bullshit answer just to make sure that you're right, and then you're comfortable. Then you're comfortable and you're not seeking actual evolution. You're not looking to evolve with an answer. You're just looking for someone to comfort you and tell you, oh, yes, you did it. You're good. You're enough. Like I said, instead of actually just being enough and actually going through the evolution that's necessary in order for you to become what it is that you're seeking. Like I said, people are missing the plot nowadays. And sometimes that's why I kind of like staying to myself, because a lot of times people are not willing to go through the evolution of doing what's necessary to grow. Like I said, I used to have a good, huge friend group and hang around them all the time. But like I said, a lot of times when you're hanging in a group of friends, like with a group of people, you're not wanting to go through the changes necessary to do what the fuck it is you need to do. Like, your friends are there to validate you, and they're gonna validate you even when you're wrong. And that's the truth. Like, you'll think they're giving you the perfect advice, but they're not. They're making sure that you're not gonna drive themselves insane, or you're not gonna hate them. So, like I said, sometimes when you're a motherfucker that's of benefit, and with them being around you makes them gain some type of benefit, they're gonna try to keep you around. So even in situations that you're wrong, they're still going to validate you in the aspect of, oh yes, you're right. They're the ones that were in the wrong. You shouldn't be listening to them. Fuck them. They don't know you, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Because see, the moment you say, no, you were wrong because you did this, you did that, and you're not qualified in that aspect. And see, like I said, I can't blame them, because see, sometimes it's based upon the emotional intelligence of said person. Like, if a certain person doesn't have some type of emotional intelligence, and like I said, a lot of times, if a motherfucker truly has real emotional intelligence, they would have already known that they were wrong in some aspect and would have tried to apologize. But the mere fact that they're asking someone outside of themselves is that they're wrong, and they're looking for other ways to validate how they're not wrong. Like, that's one thing I've noticed in all my years of living, and a lot of times this is fairly recent, like a few years ago. Like, for the past couple of years, I learned that motherfuckers, especially a rich motherfucker will spend money. A rich motherfucker will spend money just to be right. This motherfucker will spend thousands of dollars to be right. Like, this is what I've been telling people all the time. Like, really, nigga, you really just spent $1,000 a month, which is really like $12,000 a year, just to be right, just to have a group of people tell you, oh yeah, you're doing the right thing, and this is all you need to do, and and you should change this, and you should change that, instead of actually doing what's necessary. Then I don't know, man. I don't know. It's funny to me sometimes. But I digress. Motherfuckers want to be so right to the point that they will research everything that you said. Okay, so say that you say a general idea. Like, say you were saying like, oh, I've only, out of all those calls I've done, it's just like there's 3 of them that I did that thing. If they're right at the time, if you feel like you're right at the time and they can't back it up what you say, they're gonna be like, let me get back to you on that, and yeah, let's just get back with you on that. And next you know, they're coming up to you like, oh, so according to all the things that you've done and all the calls that you've logged, only 2 of them were actually doing that. You said 3. It's just like, motherfucker, that's just a general idea. That's not the actuality of what I was trying to say. I think you're missing the plot here. And people, and like you said, a lot of times they are missing the plot because they want it to be right. So, like I said, just be careful of people who are wanting to be right instead of learning. And that's why you just can't be out here debating anybody on shit. Because the moment you try to debate somebody on some shit, motherfuckers are gonna be like, oh, you said this, and well, I didn't hear you say that. Like, for example, you wanted cheese on your sandwich. Like, no, sir. Like I said, I asked for cheese on your sandwich. Nigga, no the fuck you didn't ask for no motherfucking cheese on your motherfucking sandwich. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, it's obvious that motherfucker's having a bad day. He's having a horrible day, a shitty day. And he's forgetting shit. Like, his anger is getting so much in the way that he is forgetting simple instructions that you just wanted cheese on your sandwich. And it seems like this motherfucker's ready to crash out on you. Just let them have it. Be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, my bad, I didn't know. Let it go on about your day. That's why you just can't debate motherfuckers. Because a lot of time, if motherfuckers are letting that much anger get in the way of shit that they're supposed to fucking do, then that's why they're at the position they're at now. That's why they're working at a fast food restaurant, because they are not able to move beyond their emotions, or they're not able to reach a certain level of emotional maturity where they are able to let go of the way they feel about something to get something done. And this is why you have certain jobs for certain thinking levels, or people with a certain amount of intelligence. And a lot of times people who do work fast food, they have short tempers. Motherfuckers that are working in fast food have short tempers. This is why kids work in fast food. And it's not just kids. You will have grown adults that still think like a fucking kid, because they have no awareness. They have no awareness outside of what they are. And like I said, it's all based upon a certain emotional maturity. Most of the people who are working fast food, they do not have a certain amount of emotional maturity to get into certain groups. Like I said, a lot of times when you're getting higher into like the ranks, especially in certain like famous industries like music, artistry, like people are going to be saying shit to you a lot, and like they don't even know you, and you're gonna be wanting to pop off at the mouth. You're gonna be wanting to say, oh nigga, don't you ever say that motherfucking shit again before I slap you across your motherfucking face, nigga. Nobody's gonna want to work with you like that. If you don't know how to take shit that is not funny and make it funny, niggas are not gonna want to be around you. Simple. That's why a lot of people that you think have talent, they're not going to get into a certain field, or they're only going to reach a certain amount of success because they don't understand alchemy. That is the key. Like, taking situations and turning it into alchemy. Like, a motherfucker doesn't know how to take that pain and turn it into something funny. like I said, that's the thing. Like, alchemy is to show you that you don't have to hold on to pain. You can take pain and make it pleasure. Take pain and make it into good fucking music. Take pain and turn it into fucking hit records. This is what all the celebrities are doing. All these celebrities, only thing that they are good at, this is like, it's almost like magic. Well, it is magic. They're performing alchemy. The reason why they'll get into a relationship and break up is to have good music. That's why people say anytime Taylor Swift gets into a bad relationship, she break up with a motherfucker, she puts out a good song, because that is the basis of alchemy, and she understands that. Like I said, what you put in, you get out. So if you have a horrible pain, you should be telling yourself, like, there's going to be an even better pleasure on the other end of this. But first you have to leave that pain, or realize, or have the realization. That's the important part. Like, sometimes you don't have to leave it. Well, you do have to leave it, but first, the leaving only comes when you have the realization of it. Like, you have to realize that your situation is fucked up. Once you realize your situation is fucked up, then that's when you gain the other side of what it is that you're seeking. Why do you get it? Because it has to happen. On a universal level, it has to happen. On a universal level, either one or two things happen. Like I said, whenever you hit a rock bottom, one or two things happen. Either you're going so high that you're no longer going to be a part of this physical plane, or you're going to shoot super high to the point, like I said, you're selling millions of records and everybody's remembering your name, or you're so famous in something that motherfuckers will remember you. Like I said, that's how you will be remembered. You'll be remembered by few, or you'll be remembered by many. That's just how the game goes. Like I said, and another thing most motherfuckers forget about is karma. Like I tell people all the motherfucking time, like, karma is a big, round, fat ass, wide back ass, mean ass, smug ass, fugly ass bitch. Like, she a big bitch. A big, fugly bitch. And she will get after you. She will get after you. Like you said, a lot of times motherfuckers will do shit, and it could even be small. But like I said, you got to think about the butterfly effect. Small things end up with big catastrophes. Like, niggas out here stealing, scamming. If you're doing the shit that you deem is wrong or morally wrong, if you're doing the shit that you believe is wrong, then you're going and doing that shit yourself. That's where the phrase you're digging your own grave comes from, because you're doing the shit that you believe is morally wrong. And so when you're doing the shit that you believe is wrong, karma's gonna get after you and go be like, nigga, you just said that shit was wrong, but yet you're doing it. You're being a hypocrite to your own word. So once you're doing that shit, then they're gonna be like, oh, okay, so now I can get at you. Now I can really get you. But I'm not gonna get you right now because you're way too up right now. I'm gonna let you get all the way the fuck up as high as you can, and then I'm gonna body slam your bitch ass. That's what karma will do to you. And that's what motherfuckers don't understand, because that's the shit that you said that you was doing, that you're saying this shit is wrong, and then you're going back on your word and you're doing it. That's where karma fucks you up. Karma could give a fuck about what's right and what's wrong. It's caring about what the fuck you deem is right and wrong. And the moment you start doing the shit that you deem is wrong, that's where you get it, buddy. So yeah, like I said, this is my little message for the day, and I hope y'all enjoyed. If you like what the fuck I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.